Tattoo needles are typically labeled in this format: needle diameter, number of needles in the configuration, type of taper and texture or non-textured. Textured needles, more likely to cause trauma due to the rough surface but provide higher ink saturation. Can create bold and saturated lines and shading, color packing, and solid fill areas. Medium to long stroke for sufficient ink delivery and saturation. Non-textured needles, generally gentler and cause less trauma. Produces cleaner and more precise lines and shading, preferred for detailed work, intricate line art, and soft shading. Short to medium stroke for precision and control. Needle size. Tattoo needles come in different diameters, which affect the size of the needle penetration. Depending on the manufacturer, they may be labeled as 6, 8, 10, 12, or .20 mm, .25 mm, .30 mm, .35 mm, or .40 mm. Small diameter needles. Less invasive and ideal for sensitive areas. Creates fine, detailed lines and subtle shading, detailed line work, stippling, and realistic shading. Short stroke to maintain precision and reduce skin trauma. Large diameter needles. More invasive. Suitable for more resilient skin areas. Produces bold lines and extensive shading, bold outlines, color packing, and shading large areas. Medium to long stroke for efficient ink delivery. Needle taper. Short taper needles can cause more trauma if not used carefully. Shorter distance between the point and the full width of the diameter. Used shading and color packing. Short stroke can be used since the length of the taper is short. Longer taper needles. Smoother penetration, less trauma. Smooth and consistent lines or shading. Longer distance between the point and the full width of the diameter. Smooth line work, shading, and color blending. Medium to long stroke for a smooth and consistent application. Needle configurations. Round liners are labeled as RL. These needles are configured in a round and tight configuration. Concentrated trauma in a small area, ideal for precise lines. Crisp, clean lines, outlining, detailed work. Short to medium stroke is recommended for precision and line quality. Round shaders are labeled as RS. These are configured in a round formation, but are not grouped as tightly as a liner. Dispersed impact, less invasive than liners. Soft, diffuse lines and shading. Shading, color blending, and soft line work. Medium stroke is recommended for a balanced blend of precision and coverage. Magnum shaders are labeled as M or M1. These needles are configured in a flat formation side by side and then weaved, so there are 2 offset rows. Wider area of impact. Can be more traumatic but efficient for filling. Solid color fills and smooth shading over large areas. Color packing, shading, and blending on large designs. Long stroke is recommended for efficient ink delivery and coverage. Stacked magnums are labeled as M2. These needles are configured in 2, not offset flat rows, stacked on top of each other. Similar to regular magnums but with increased ink capacity. Denser and more saturated shading or color packing. Dense shading, color packing in large areas. Long stroke is recommended for maximum saturation and efficiency. Curved magnum or soft magnum tattoo needles are labeled as SM or CM. A curved magnum needle is arranged in 2 rows in a curved or arched formation, unlike the straight line of a standard flat magnum. This curvature allows for a softer, more dispersed distribution of needles. Typically, these needles are soldered onto the needle bar, in a way that the center needles are slightly raised compared to those on the ends. This design resembles a gentle arch or a bow. They are primarily used for shading and coloring large areas. The curvature of the needles allows for a more even distribution of pressure across the skin. This results in a softer, more diffused line than what you'd get with a flat magnum, making it ideal for subtle gradients, smooth shading, and blending. Because of their design, curved magnums distribute pressure more evenly and are gentler on the skin. This can result in less trauma, making the tattooing process slightly more comfortable for the client. They are excellent for achieving smooth and consistent shading without leaving harsh lines or marks that sometimes occur with flat magnums.